The ATP Tour has announced some new rule ideas that they're going to test out in that stupid Next Gen Finals thing. Guess what? The new rule ideas, they're terrible, they're egregious, they're awful. Quick sip. Welcome to another exciting edition of Coffee Break Tennis Quick Sip. Oh, that wasn't quick enough, Mr. Goat? Yeah, last time I did it as fast as you wanted me to. I got the coffee all over my shirt. There was so much to talk about today, so I decided that I can't talk about any of it because I saw these new rule ideas posted on the ATP official INSTANTgram account. By the way, you can follow me and Mr. Goat, the Talking Tennis Cat, right here at Coffee Break Tennis on the INSTANTgram if you so choose. We're going to get right into that today. That's the only thing we're going to talk about today. We also got this as well. Two things only today. We'll get into a lot more tomorrow after we see Rafa play. So, the geniuses over at the ATP. Remember, we're in Italy right now in Roma, which is translates to roughly translates to Rome. If you can remember, last year in the Milan ATP Next Gen Finals, that's where everyone, under the age of 21 or something like that, top players of the year under a certain age, can't remember the age, they go best 8 players for the year, just like we have at the WTF What the Fudge World Tour Finals. Last year they had the big debacle where they had the, what were they? Exotic dancers. They had the exotic dance. Hyun Chung has never been the same ever since he had to walk down the aisle with one of the exotic dancers. Great job on that, ATP.
You know, when you grab a woman's breast and it feels like a bag of sand.
Yo, answer this question. Are you a virgin?
But this year, they're going to outdo themselves. Let's get right into it. What do they got proposed? Put it on the screen, Mr. Goat. An even shorter warm-up. Okay, not so bad. No ad scoring. They did that last year. The 25-second shot clock, which most of us are okay with. The Hawkeye Live, meaning no lines, people, just Hawkeye all the time, which takes the only audience participation thing in tennis, in sport really, it's gone. No more challenges, no more cheering for the challenge on the big screen. 1 medical timeout per match, per player. That's not so bad. Just wait, folks, because we're about to get to the real egregious stuff real soon. The no-let rule like in college tennis, okay, we can live with that. But look at this. Shorter sets. Best out of 5, sets to 4. I'm sorry, but I can't get over the idea, and we're going to read the comments of what people wrote on this INSTANTgram post on the ATP account. We're going to read what the people had to say. I'll give you a hint. They hate it. This shorter sets business is terrible. I don't know why anyone thinks this is a good idea. Anytime they've done one of these fast 5 things or whatever, even with Federer there, I very rarely watch it. If they're not playing to 6 in a set, I'm not watching. That's my rule. That's probably what will upset most people, but I hate this. The new player coaching. They're going to wear, look at this stupid headset. Coaches can communicate with the player via headsets in each set supported by a tablet. So you're telling me, please tell me that this doesn't look completely ridiculous. Imagine Roger Federer sitting there. He's got good old Lubicic in his ears, and he's going over the tablet talking to his coach. Can you get behind this idea? Can anyone get behind this idea?
You look pretty sharp. How did you feel out on court?
I really like doing these interviews because I get my childhood dream to be a pilot. I feel like a pilot right now.
And then probably the worst of all, the free movement policy. Fans can move freely in and out of the stadium during the matches. Now, if you've ever been to a tennis tournament, you know how it works. You cannot just take your seat. You've seen it on TV. You don't even have to go. You see it on TV. The player sees someone moving. They're about to toss the serve. Like, point over to the crowd. Umpire, can you tell that person to sit down? Please be seated. The fans will please be seated. That's what you always hear from the umpire. You really think the players are going to go along with this free movement policy?
Be with the movement in the...
What the hell are they doing letting people in the middle of the game? 15 long, and they've let 30 people in.
And then the weirdest thing of all, very mysterious because they don't explain it. Everything else has a little paragraph under, a little sentence under it saying what it means, you know, in more detail. This one, nothing. It just says you get a picture of a towel, new protocol on towel usage. What in the world does that mean? Here's some new protocol on towel usage for the ATP. Oh, the head honchos over at the ATP. Whoever's responsible for these genius ideas they got over at the ATP. How about you take all these new rule proposals and a towel and stick them both right up where the sun don't shine? How about that for a new protocol on towel usage?
That's not protocol, Marsha.
Which of the innovations at the 2018 innovations at the next, that doesn't even make sense, ATP World Tour, can we hire someone that can write a sentence? Which of these innovations are you most looking forward to, asks the ATP. Well, here we go. Benjamin Teicher, might as well play 2 out of 3 super tiebreaks with these rules. What a joke. Worst format, I'm not going to, forget the names. You'll see it. Put them on the screen, Mr. Goat. You're asleep? Okay, no problem. I'll just read the comments right in a row. Worst format ever. Don't ruin tennis. I like all except the no-let rule. That should still stay. Dre 1986. This guy's nuts. Shorter sets, no ad scoring, no-let rule are game changers. That shouldn't be called tennis anymore. Right on. None. I'm excited about none of the innovations. Should be exactly like the World Tour Finals in London, right? That's how they should do it, but for some reason, they're not. I'm telling you, if you're a next-gen player, don't do this. If you're someone like me, don't watch this. Let the ATP know that this is ridiculous. None of them. Cheering during the points is allowed / encouraged. Hawkeye Live. Okay. Hawkeye Live is cool. Everything else, thumbs down. None. I kind of like it. None of these, please. Let's keep and honor the tradition of this beautiful game. That's from Aniko Andros. I agree with her. You should also replace rackets with baseball bats. This is the second most stupid thing to happen to ATP since the emoticon-driven Insta stories you so relentlessly seem to enjoy. Great point from Pedro Fragoso. I just hope to never see this at the World Tour. They are killing tennis as they like to kill Davis Cup. Everyone else agrees with me that these rules are horrible. The only cool thing about them is Hawkeye line calling. Even then, though, who doesn't love a bit of cheeky wrong call drama? I sure do.
You guys are unbelievable.
None. None of them. What's next? Ping pong rules? The free moving spectator policy is distracting for players, fans trying to watch the match. Yeah, can you imagine some bozo with his nachos and his big beer walking in front of you while you're trying to watch the match? Freely moving about the stadium? What a terrible idea! Less warm-ups mean more injuries. Right on, RF30. Of course it's a Federer fan with all this common sense, smart stuff in the comments section here. No ad scoring makes the individual games less enticing. Exactly. Medical timeouts limited to 3 minutes may lead to incomplete wrapping of an ankle or something of the limb and lead to more injuries. Okay, maybe. Shot clock speeds up the matches too much, as do the shorter sets. I don't mind the shot clock so much, but mainly because of Rafa. None. Essentially, you want U.S. college tennis. None. They're horrible. Do us a favor. Scrap all of these, please. Only Hawkeye. The rest is crap. Not looking forward to the 4-game set. This is SH*T, not innovations. That's from Sufin Belmeki. Right on, Belmeki. Thanks for watching the angriest coffee break tennis quick sip in history. We were going to talk about this, but we don't have time because it's a quick sip. Why in the world did the tennis magazine put Simona Halep on the cover instead of Rafa during this clay court season? We'll get into that either tomorrow or the next day. Tomorrow or Wednesday, we will be back with a full show. Comment below what you think we should talk about, and please comment below what you think of these egregious ATP World Tour tennis innovations.